it's your girl Shanice. Where you see me, I be me, and we enjoy each other's company. So I'm back with another video, and before we get into the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to turn on your post notification bell so you don't miss the next time I drop a video. Y'all, I just wanted to sit down and chat with you all just to pretty much give my testimony as to what's been occurring in my life lately. I know a lot of times we want success at our feet right then and there when we ask for it, but it doesn't work that way. And I'm just here to, share my experiences and give you some recent news that has happened and went on in my life. I'm not sure who this video is for, but I hope it's resonating with you, and I hope I'm able to encourage someone, if it's just one person. If you have any comments or feedback, be sure to put it in the comments below. This is a safe space, no judgment. And yeah, so pretty much I just wanted to go into detail about when it comes to receiving blessings and success. As I always say, there's no overnight success. There's no success without failure, tests, obstacles, whatever you want to call it. That's just not the case. And oftentimes when we're on social media, I know I'm speaking for myself, but we oftentimes tend to compare our lives to others, especially celebrities, famous people. And to me, I know for me, I don't want to get to a point where I'm considered famous. I'm human just like everyone else and go through real life situations. So I feel that in order to, get to the success and you want to see the top, you have to actually put in the work. It doesn't come overnight. It's not easy. I know it's portrayed on social media, especially celebrities in particular, that they're living a life, but you never know what someone is going through. They could be smiling, bubbly around people, or be in a crowd of people and still feel alone and hurting and struggling inside. So you never want to judge someone just by their outward appearance or how they portray themselves on social media, because again, you never know what's going deep inside or behind closed doors or what they're suffering with. Everyone can paint a pretty picture. So as I mentioned, you have to put in the work. And we always want to reach to the top so quickly, and then get upset when we're trying to get there. Stuff is happening and not going the way that we want it to go. That's because we're doing it the wrong way. We're not putting in the work, and we're trying to just get a quick fix or trying to follow a trend, and it's not going to work that way. And I'm here just to share my experience. I know in my recent videos, I mentioned that I left my corporate job back in, I'm going to give specific time frames as well, because I want this video to be as transparent as possible. But I left my corporate job, work from home, July 2022. And I left there due to just personal health reasons, and I wanted to take that leap of faith into entrepreneurship and put more focus into my cosmetic business. Well, I'm here to tell you it's okay to take that leap of faith, but also you have to put in the work. And I wasn't really putting in the work, so I wasn't seeing the sales that I wanted to see with my business. And guess what? Bills don't stop, right? Bills continue to come. And because I left my corporate job and I wasn't really growing in my cosmetics business as I assumed, and I wasn't really focused. I was just careless with my spending, wasn't saving or investing, and that led me to not being able to renew my apartment lease and having to move back in with my mom. And this was around January 2023. I had to move back in with my mom. Yeah, I made stuff work up until I had to move out because I wasn't able to renew my lease because the income changed, the finances changed, and that was upsetting to me because I was so used to having my own, being independent, not depending on anyone. Luckily, I have family and friends that support me, and I have a family to go back to. in the event things happen, which I'm grateful for and I'm highly blessed for. But again, I'm used to having my own, and again, I can only fault myself because I wasn't focused and I wasn't, in tune with myself. I was just like, oh, but I'm here to tell you, money spent only once, okay? And if you're not putting in the work to continue to see your money grow, your finances grow, it's going to be a struggle. So not only I left my corporate job in 2022 just to take a leap of faith and to put more focus into my cosmetic business, I failed at procrastinating, being careless with finances, not investing in my business as much. I'm not even gonna say, I'm gonna back up a bit. I'm not even gonna say I failed, because everything is a lesson learned, but I wasn't as focused as I should have been. I didn't put as much work into my business, even though that was like one of the main reasons I left my corporate job to, take that leap of faith and put focus into my cosmetic business, outside of personal health reasons. And, like I mentioned, because my finances changed, I wasn't able to renew my apartment lease. I had to move back in with my mom, January 2023. And then shortly after that, I wasn't able to maintain the maintenance on my vehicle or the car payment due to the change in my finances. So I became carless November 2023, and I just thought it was the end all be all. Like, I just was like, how can this be? I'm used to having everything, not depending on no one. I was just a mess. I was in a very dark place. But shortly after that, I got a contract position, and some income started to come back in. Shortly after I became carless, it was like pretty much within the same week or the following week that I landed a contract position, which I'm currently still at today. And y'all, contract positions typically only last 6 months. It's been past 6 months, so that's a blessing to itself. So I was like, okay, something is greater happening. I'm gonna just keep pressing on, don't give up. And during that time, during that dark place, instead of me, just talking down on myself, giving up, I began to meditate. I began to read scriptures, just turn my focus onto God. And that really, really increased my faith and humbled me a lot. And during that time, I also, had friends and family, that were having things going on in their life, exciting things and blessings happening in their life while I'm waiting my turn. But I was genuinely happy for them. I genuinely celebrated them because I wanted to, and they deserved it. And I feel like in a time where you're in a dark place and there's others being blessed around you and you're just being selfish or having a jealous spirit on your heart, that's stopping your blessings because it's not your time yet. And it's a reason for that. However, I say this, it increased my faith in God, and I began to pray more and be intentional in my prayers. And when it comes to praying for me, I learned to stop going to God asking for what you want, because that's not how it works. God is going to provide what is necessary and what's needed for your life, and He's going to give it to you on His time, not your time. Sometimes He might give it to you on the time that you want it, but guess what? It's a test, and something always happens. There's going to be a block, a barrier, because He's trying to tell you, trust me, and give you the opportunity to be like, sit back and let me take lead, right? We have to be a follower when it comes to God. I know for me, because I always in the past did it my way, wanted it my way, wanted it on my time, and it worked for a little bit, but eventually it didn't end well. And I had to realize, okay, I'm gonna give it to you, God. I'm gonna let you take over. I'm gonna follow, and I'll allow you to lead and provide guidance in my life going forward, because I can't do it on my time no more. It's never gonna work. And so I just was able to increase my faith, pray more, meditate more, and just be grateful for what I do have, because it can always be worse. And I would say during my time that I was carless, God always made a way for me to get where I needed to go, whether it was friends or family, whether he was, allowing me to have the finances to get an Uber, rent cars through the Turo app. I was okay with that. I had to be. I had no choice because I made the decision to leave my corporate job. He didn't tell me to leave. Sometimes God might be like, give you that confidence and like, okay, I'ma just leave today and start this. But you have to be strategic as well, and you have to be realistic because God will provide, but again, bills don't stop, and you have to be smart about it as well. And I literally just jumped out and, didn't have really a set plan. And, again, that's okay. I don't make any, I don't have any regrets in any of my decisions that I've made thus far in my life. Everything was a lesson to me, and I'm grateful for that. And there's always going to be a light on the outside of that tunnel, and it's gonna work out in your favor. But it might not be on your time though. And you have to be okay with that. And that's something that I had to learn to be okay with. And I'm glad that I did, and I let God take over. And I'm okay with, sitting back. And yeah, so again, as I mentioned, during my time that I was carless, I was using Uber, renting vehicles through the Turo app. And of course, I had friends and family, to get me where I needed to go. Thankfully, I work from home. So really, when I needed to get out, it was just on weekends. And if I needed to get food or whatever the case may be, because definitely Uber Eats, DoorDash, that add up, okay? These Ubers are not cheap. So and I also, like, with me, celebrating my friends and my family, their wins and accomplishments, I was okay. I just knew, okay, it's not my time to have a vehicle right now based on my finances. I'm not in a financial position right now I'm thinking this in my head. I'm not in a financial position to get another vehicle right now. I'm gonna just, chill out. And if it's meant for me to get another vehicle, that time will come. And not only that, I was like, it's no point in me getting a vehicle right now because my mom, she travels for work, and she was going on a new assignment thousands of miles away. So she wouldn't be taking her vehicle because it costs a lot of money to ship. And so I was like, at least I'll have her vehicle to drive until I get, back on my feet and things of that nature, to get my own transportation. And I kid you not, like today, she told me that she declined that opportunity because she's been very hesitant. It didn't sit right in her, in her gut that she needed to, take that opportunity right now. And you always have to follow your gut intuition. And if God is not telling you to move right now, don't do it. And my mom is never one to decline an opportunity. And I knew for her to do that is something that wasn't right with this opportunity. So I'm like, just thinking like, dang, I'm depending on her vehicle because I'm assuming she's, taking the opportunity already that's thousands of miles away. And for her to say, oh, I'm not taking it. It's like, okay, now I'm in the same boat of, having to rent Ubers or rent vehicles through the Turo app. Well, guess what, y'all? Your girl got her own vehicle now. Yes, so this week, I was not expecting getting my own vehicle anytime soon. I just became carless November 2023, y'all. And this week, I'm back with my own wheels, my own transportation. And like I mentioned, in my mind, I'm like, okay, I just have a contract position. Like, I'm not in a space to, get another vehicle, or so as I think. And, you that negative self-talk, but we got to get out of that. It is human nature, but again, I always speak, we have to talk positive over our life. And I'm thinking like, okay, this is what I have right now. And I'm like, I'm okay. God will make a way regardless. I'll be all right. And y'all, I have my own transportation. And I'm thinking because I have a contract position, I only been here a few months. And I know for a fact they're going to ask for a cosigner on this vehicle for income purposes, right? y'all, no cosigner. The vehicle is in my name only. And the funny thing is, y'all, as I mentioned, I became carless in November 2023 because I wasn't able to upkeep the maintenance or the car payment due to my changes in finances and leaving my corporate job, right? So, y'all, why is the same bank approved me for my current new vehicle for that was the finance company for my last vehicle? And I'm like, that's so crazy to me. Like, it's not crazy, but it's like God will work it out. And it's like, when you leave something in good standing and you know, leave with good intentions, it'll always work out in your favor. And for the same finance company, the same bank to approve my new vehicle that I currently have, that I got this week, blessed with, to be in my own name, is a blessing. And not only that, it's a newer year vehicle from the last one I had. God said, not only am I going to give you a newer year vehicle, the payments are going to be less than your last vehicle. And not only that, y'all, it's an SUV. I never owned an SUV. I always had cars. It's an SUV. And even with me knowing, okay, it wasn't my time to get a vehicle right now, I was planning on getting another car. No, God showed out and blessed me with a newer year SUV, and my payments are lower than my last vehicle. And it's with the same finance company. Like, I don't know, like, I'm just speechless, and I had my moment already, but it's just supernatural to me. Like, it's like God knows your heart. God knows whatever it is you're going through, whether you speak it out loud. He knows what you're thinking, and he knows how you're feeling. He knows all of your emotions. You just have to be consistent. You have to put in the work. You have to keep the faith. And I'm not gonna lie, during that time where I had to move back in with my mom, I became carless. I was very in a dark place. Your faith is going to be tested. And you just have to look at the things that are around you. You have to be grateful for what you have, because it can always be worse. I'm very, very, very grateful for my circle, for my family and my friends, for the support. Because without them, I don't know where I would be during, you know, my tough times. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be more times where there's going to be a lesson learned, because life is not easy breezy. And I feel like when you keep the faith and you put your trust into something and believe, then it'll always work out in the end. I did not think I would be, you know, with my own transportation so soon, but God made a way, and I'm very, very blessed. I'm very, very thankful for that. I just wanted to share my testimony with you all, just in case you all are going through something and you're thinking about giving up. I wanted to encourage you all. Keep pushing. It's easier said than done, but when you have nowhere else to turn, even if you don't have family close by, you know, just stay focused and believe in yourself. Like I mentioned, things that I do, I meditate, I pray, I listen to gospel music, just things that make you feel good. I'm not sure what your beliefs are, but I know I believe in Christ Jesus, God, and he has blessed me tremendously. I have been blessed tremendously, and just there has been an increase in my faith. And I'm not only that, I'm continuing to still get blessed even after this blessing. It's just amazing, y'all. Like, I don't even know how to explain the feeling, but it's amazing. It's amazing. And sometimes it's a feeling that you can't even explain. But I just wanted to share my testimony, because it's like, all along I'm like, okay, my mom is about to take this new assignment. I'll have a vehicle either way. God always makes a way. And then for her to tell me today that she declined the opportunity, and it's like, dang, like, what if I would have just depended on her vehicle, and, you know, the opportunity of me never getting my own vehicle this week never happened. It's like I'm back in the same boat. But again, that's negative talk, and I knew God would have made a way either way it went. But to be able to get another vehicle so quickly in my own name, no co-signer, less payments, newer year, an SUV, like, it's just amazing. It's a blessing, and I just want to encourage you all to keep going. I'm here. I'm open, to conversation. Any questions you have, comment below. And don't give up. I'm here for you. And again, this is a safe space, no judgment zone. And y'all, I still can't believe it. It's so crazy. Like, and I know God is going to continue to bless me. And I pray and wish peace, happiness, and abundance and prosperity over you all's lives as well. I appreciate your constant support. And it's okay if you want to, take that leap of faith, but also you have to be realistic as well, because bills don't stop. And sometimes we get in our head and we just want to do it our way just to see. And back then as a child, we always did something rebellious just to see. And then in the end, it's like, I told you so. So you just gotta listen. It's okay, follow your gut instinct, but be realistic as well. Have a plan and think smart about it. And don't work harder than you have to. And it's easier said than done, but again, you can't compare your life to others on social media, to celebrities, influencers, famous people, because you never know what someone is going through, because they can be all happy and bubbly, paint that perfect picture of, having a nice luxury, materialistic things, but on the inside, they're really not happy within themselves. That's just a cover up to make them feel happy for a second. Or how do you know if they even own those things? They could be renting those things. So that's why I say you never know the real outside of social media, and you never know what someone is dealing with internally, because to be honest, materialistics it can't make anyone happy long term. It's just temporary, because when we leave this earth, we can't take it with us. So it's temporary. But yeah, God is continuing to bless me, and I'm super excited to see what's in store next. I will definitely keep you all updated. And yeah, so just let me know if you have any specific questions or anything like that, and leave it in the comments below. I feel like everything that we go through in life, every obstacle, every trial that we come across is always for a reason. It's always for a lesson, because again, there's no success without failure. And I feel that when things are handed to us instead of being earned to us, it doesn't last, and we eventually see that, why did we do this our way? We should have just waited, or whatever the case may be. Some people may say it's luck when things are just easily handed to them, but eventually there's gonna come a time where you're gonna have a stumbling block or come in contact with the brick wall, and you feel like your whole world is crashing, and you don't know how to handle it, because you're so used to getting things handed to you and not working for it. And that's what I mean by you have to put in the work, because nothing comes easy. And if it does, just know there's going to be a time where you're going to have to face something that's really challenging or make a tough decision, and you don't know how to handle it because you've never handled a tough decision before. So just be grateful for what you do have, because it can always be worse. Someone is always in a worse position than you. Just remember that. And I learned to be thankful for what's necessary, because again, materialistics is just temporary. So again, just be thankful for what's necessary. And yeah, so it might look like, I have it all together, but I'm human just like everyone else. I go through things. I've battled with anxiety and depression. So it's not easy at all. Life is not easy by any means necessary. You have to take one day at a time. Think positive about, your life, and be grateful for what you have, and then also be grateful for what's to come. And yeah, so I don't know, I just wanted to share this with you all and have this transparent moment, because again, like I said, I'm like you all. I'm human. I'm no different, and stuff occurs in my life. Yes, it does. And I hope this video encourages you all to keep pressing on and don't give up. Definitely your time is coming. And yeah, like I never thought I would see this day again, you know, having my own transportation, especially not this soon. And God always works out things definitely in mysterious ways. And it's like I learned when I don't expect things, things do happen. And it's a better feeling. It's like, dang, I really earned this, or I worked for this because I wasn't expecting it. I was just doing what I had to do to set myself up when the time comes where I can get what I want. But God is like, you're ready. It's your time. Here you go. It's just amazing. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's amazing. And I feel like me as a person, I have to give God grace. I have to thank them for their grace and mercy, and humbleness and unconditional love, because again, it's always in God's timing. God may give it to you when you ask for it, but eventually they're going to show you that, okay, here you go, but it's not gonna work out in the end, or something is gonna happen during whatever it is that they provided you with, just so you can see, follow my lead, let me guide you, and I'll give it to you when it's needed. And yeah, like, I don't know, it's just definitely humbled me in a lot of ways. And I don't even know, like sometimes I'm speechless, and I'm definitely not about to get emotional on camera because I already had my moments. But yeah, it's just my testimony that I want to share with you all, because it's like I felt in my heart that I didn't deserve it, because I felt like I wasn't ready for it. It wasn't my time yet. And God was like, no, I think you're ready, because you know, I've seen the work that you put in. Your faith is increased, and here you go. And then just for it to be a new SUV, and you know, financed through the same company as my last vehicle, less lower payments, it's just a blessing. It's just a blessing. And yeah, I just advise you all to just remain humble, because whatever you have can always be taken away from you again. And when you go through life thinking you got it all, and oh, this mine, and look down on other people just because of what you have, it can all be taken away. All be taken away. So I say that just humble yourself, be thankful for what you do have in life, love on each other. And if you have genuine people in your circle, in your family, do not let them go. Please don't. Hang on to them, because they are in your life for a reason. And especially if they're loving, genuine people and really, really support you and care about you, it's hard to come across genuine people. I'm gonna just be honest. Like, I have a few people in my circle that I hold on with my dear heart, and I love them tremendously, and they know who they are, and I have amazing support system. And it's tough when, you know, you might not have family that's close. Again, you have to trust your gut, and it's hard to, as an adult, I'll be honest, it's hard to make new friends. I don't know if it's you, but for me, it's hard to make new friends as an adult, because people aren't genuine these days. And I don't know if it's like, it's always like a competition. And I feel social media made us that way. And back then, when I was coming up, it was not like that. We didn't have a lot of social media. I think we had like MySpace, but you had to get on the phone, call your friends. You go outside, play outside all day, and family dinners. It's not the same anymore. It's hard to come across genuine people, because they always feel like it's a competition, or they're trying to keep up with the trends. But I'm not going to ramble on, but I will definitely keep you all updated. And drop in the comments and let me know what other content you would like to see on my channel. If you want to see more sit-down videos, talking with you all, open discussions, more lip gloss content, lifestyle vlogs, cooking reviews, food reviews, whatever the case may be, let me know in the comments below. I love you all. I thank you all for the support. But remember, be the star you were born to be and never let anyone dim your light to make them feel comfortable. Continue to be uniquely you, as only one of you are created. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Y'all, so I just wanted to come back on here. I know I had mentioned that I've never had like a SUV before, but I just realized, yes, I did. Years ago, it was a 2003 Honda Pilot. So I just wanted to be as transparent as possible because this is a transparent and vulnerable video that I wanted to share with you all. Again, I'm sharing my testimony. So nonetheless, I'm excited about my new purchase, my new baby. And again, stay encouraged, keep the faith, don't give up. You got this. I'm here to support you. All right.